I had a recent conversation with a teenager. He called me up and said, Uncle Chris, I'm feeling very depressed. And I'm like, what's going on? Said, my lecturer has just fixed exam during Christmas period. I was looking forward to coming home for the holiday. The lecturer has just fixed one of the exams for that period, so I can't come home. Then my laptop that I've been using to do schoolwork and also make out time to play on it and just relax my mind, my cable just got bad. And so right now I have this test that is coming up in December. I can't go home. My laptop that is keeping me company, the power cord is bad. So right now I'm just feeling overwhelmed, sad, angry, and I'm feeling depressed. And like, oh wow, so sorry to hear that. But let me just take you through certain things first before we come back to what you've said. He said, okay. I said, so according to the professional body that is in charge of things relating to the word you've used, they say depression is a mood disorder that is characterized by extreme psychological traits that will last for at least a period of 2 weeks, meaning that for a period of 2 weeks, you must have this kind of feeling. I'm going to list about 10 of them, and at least 5 must be in the space before you can use the word depression. Now, one of them is you are feeling very helpless and hopeless. Another one is you're having thoughts to harm yourself, you're having suicidal thoughts. Another one is you have a low self-esteem. You don't see anything good about yourself. You write up everything about yourself. Another one is lack of appetite. You don't feel like eating at all. Another one is lack of motivation. You are not motivated at all. Another one is lack of interest in things that used to excite you. You know, I listed about 10 of them and I said at least 5 must be in your space for a period of 14 days before you can use the word depression. So, having said that, let me ask you again, what's going on? And he smiled, he laughed on the phone. He said, okay, I am not feeling depressed. I am feeling angry. I'm feeling overwhelmed, and I'm feeling frustrated. I said, okay. Now, first thing first, what's leading to this feeling? Say, first is my lecturer fixed exam for Christmas. I said, okay, so we can't really do much about that, but who do we know that can do something about that? He said, God. I said, okay, so how do we take that to God? By praying. Oh, great. So I remember what the Bible says, be anxious for nothing, with prayer and supplication. Let your requests be made known unto God. Cast all your cares on him. And once you cast the care on him, don't pick it back up. So we're going to pray about that, right? I said, okay. I said, number 2, your power cord got burnt. It's okay. Do you know how much they sell a new one? Said no. I said, you're going to find out tomorrow because it's around 8 in the evening. Said yes. I said, okay, great. So find out how much the power cord will cost. Do you have money to buy? Said, it's not sure. I said, okay, this is what we'll do. You find out what it costs. Let me know and I'll see what percentage I can contribute and will buy you a new cord. Said, thank you. I said, okay, so what next? Said, that'll be it. I said, okay, you know what we'll do? Right now, do you have any pending schoolwork assignment? Said, no. Have you eaten? Said, yes. So if you go to bed now, will it affect any of your schoolwork? He said, no. I said, okay, that's fine. So what we'll do is, can you just shut down everything you're doing and just sleep now? And we'll continue this conversation tomorrow morning. He said, yeah, he can do that. So we had a brief chat and we ended the call. He called me the next day in the morning. He was the first person that called me that morning. And from his voice, I could tell a lot had changed. He was so happy, elated, excited. Said, Uncle Chris, I want to thank you for yesterday's conversation. I am feeling so much better. Thank you for giving clarity to me on the word depression. I really learned about it. I even looked it up and I saw that, yeah, I was throwing that word erroneously. I've learned from it. I said, oh, great, that's good. That's good to know. So it's good to know you're feeling better. And after talking, I said, let me also thank you for making the effort to call. And I want you to do me a favor, speak to other men, other young boys like you, other teenage boys like you, young adult like you, because the guys are not talking. I get very heartbroken when I hear stories of suicide among young boys. And when you hear the reason that led to it, it's something that if they had spoken to the trusted channel, they would have supported them in lifting up that burden. And I know, guys, we always want to feel like we can find our way around this ourselves. Teenage boys, I told him, I need you to be an ambassador. Tell them the story of how your conversation with a trusted channel helped you to navigate through this, so they can also learn. And it doesn't have to be me. Let them find somebody else. I mean, God is faithful. He has a lot of quality people out there who he has sent on this assignment to mentor and support teens and young adults each day to make the world a better place. But just share your story and get them to also see that there is nothing wrong in reaching out for help when you're feeling overwhelmed. And that's how we ended the conversation. And for me, I'm just using this story to tell parents. We run a mentoring workshop twice a month, and that's what we do in our workshop. We engage, we relate, we communicate, and we give teenagers practical tools with which they can navigate life on their own terms. And when they hit a crossroad, they have the confidence to reach out for help and support in such a way that the help and support is not giving them fish, rather it's showing them how to catch fish so they can continue on that journey of self-discovery. So if you're interested, check the link in our bio. I will be glad to be a part of support to your young champions. My name is Uncle Chris with a K. I'm a teen coach, teen mentor. Been around this space for a while, and I'm looking forward to be a support to you and your young champions. Thank you for watching, and like I always say, mentor a teenager each day. I will make the world a better place.